Hey loves, welcome to your general collective reading. I'm just gonna pull, see what we can get today, tonight, this morning. It's like 4:30 in the morning, and I don't know why I cannot sleep. Woke up at like 2:45, so I'm like, well, I guess I could be productive and do a reading, so that's why I'm here. So let me jump into it. I'm gonna see what we get, and then just go from there. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and let's go ahead and jump into this reading. I want to start off with the index cards. I hear index cards and tarot cards, so I'm going to be utilizing both of those. I've been trying to make sure I use these more since I just created them. And I know that there's some good messages in here, and they've been hitting home for me lately. So yeah, I like to utilize these index cards as much as I can. So let's just see what we get here. These are messages of love, light, and prosperity. All right, so take it or leave it. I'm hearing hate it or love it. If you came out, let's see. All I know is get the money. So you could be money focused right now, collective. Talking like they know me. Wait. I deliver. I make lots of money. And I'm going to spend with you, baby. So I feel like somebody, whether it be you or someone you're dealing with or someone who is interested, I'm also picking up like someone could be interested in you. It's like somebody wants to show and prove something. Okay, someone here, whoever I'm channeling, they feel like there's so many people that got so much to say and they don't really know like what's going on. Like this person, they're not an all talk type of person. They deliver. With this message coming out here, it's like they deliver, they come through, like they stand on that. When I wrote these cards, when I created these cards, I utilized certain colors for a reason. The blue gives me money energy, blue faces, but purple for me is more on a spiritual level, a deeper level, something from within. And so with this energy being here of I deliver, this is someone who's like, that's their code, their morality, their value. They stand on business. They do what they say they're going to do. And now weight being here is like this person, they're not in a rush to prove a point. It's just like I'm getting this energy like they know what they have to offer, so they don't mind waiting for it to be exposed in due time. This person, they're very stable, they're very secure within themselves. I'm getting more wealth than rich. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference in my opinion. Wealth is like, long term, longevity. Wealth is generational, you know what I'm saying? Things that are being passed down. And I feel like this person is focused on creating a legacy. Okay, so whether it be you or someone, like I said, that you're dealing with, or someone that's interested in you, whoever this energy is, they're definitely secure, they're stable, they hustle. They hustle and they play hard, and I feel like this is the type of person that likes to shut people up. You know what I'm saying? Like talking like they know me. This is the type of person that likes to show and prove. They like to show and prove. All right, so that could be your energy. And if it has been your energy, I feel like that works for you. That method works for you. You like for people to doubt. You like for people to assume that they know what you got going on, and then you just show up and you show out. And it's like if people hadn't seen you in a while and they thought that you would fail, they thought that you would crumble, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they assumed about you, it's like the complete opposite. You may have people who secretly want you to fail, and that's disappointing. That may be very disappointing, but it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Once you hear the little rumor mill and you realize that you didn't have as much support as you thought you did, you don't mind. You don't mind. It's disappointing, but it doesn't ruffle your feathers to a point where you lose your inspiration or you get discouraged. It just pushes you even further because you know that you will deliver and they will see you for who you are. So I love that energy for you. If you hadn't been in that energy and you're not dealing with someone like this, I feel this is what you would be stepping into, collective. This is an energy that you're going to start to notice about yourself, that you worry less and you strive more. You don't let things hurt you and get you down. You utilize them to, fuel you, okay, to give you your power, to motivate you. So it's kind of turning lemons into lemonade. I feel that you are changing your mindset and you're getting out of this like pity party type of energy and more into this motivated, ambitious, boss like energy. Nothing could phase you right now on a level of stripping you of your determination. Okay, so I love that. I love that for you. And again, this could also be an energy that you're dealing with someone that is interested in you. Okay, let me see. Let's see. I want to get some energy for the singles. Let's get some energy for the singles. Let me use the romance angel cards for the single people. Just in case, because I get vibes sometimes that you never know who's watching these videos. You never know what their situations are. But if I could kind of pinpoint anything or hear something, or feel led to speak on something, I do. I will. And I feel like right now something's telling me to channel in on a message for singles. So what do you need to know at this time? Specifically for singles. What do you need to know at this time? Flirt. Okay, it says extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, and it says calling in your soulmate. Ooh, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And then we have passion. I love these. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, I feel like this makes sense to me too with the previous cards as well. You being in an energy, like a boss-like energy, is attractive. And I feel that it's going to make you feel a little more playful with flirt coming out. It's going to make you unknowingly, unbeknownst to you, calling your soulmate. You stepping into this boss-like energy is calling in your soulmate. It's like once you believe in yourself, it draws others into you, right? And I feel like that's what's happening with you. You're going to attract the perfect suitor is what I feel. Someone who's going to be passionate. Look at this. Look at each of these cards. Look at these, like, you know what I'm saying? Look how touchy-feely and supportive. Like, even this calling in your soulmate here, look at that support system, and that passion, and that attention to detail, connection with the flirt energy. I feel like each of these, in a sense, represents how this person will be there for you. They're not just going to be, physically available, but also emotionally available, supportive, possibly financially available, playful, keep things lighthearted, keep things fun. Whoever this is coming in for the single folks, I feel this person is going to understand you and they are going to deliver. We saw that energy here. So you just wait. You just wait. And I feel like you know that it's coming. But this person coming in, they're going to deliver. Okay? If they said they're going to do it, they are going to do it. They are going to do it. This is the type of person that is very like big on their word. It's something about their word. Like, and they may mention that to you. You know, like, I'm big on my word. I don't play about that. If I said I would do it, I'm going to do it. This person is like a hustler. They're not afraid of a challenge. Okay, so though this may be a new connection coming in for you, they're okay with that. They're excited about that. They're not afraid of, you know what I'm saying, the walls that you may have up. They're not afraid of the experience that you may have over them. You know what I mean? They're not intimidated by the newness of this. This person is up for the challenge. They want to show up and show out for you. They want to show you that, you know, it's more than just a physical attraction, is what I'm picking up, from flirt to passion and soulmate being here. This is someone who's coming in for you singles that, you know, they know what they want. I saw 1111 when I said that. They know what they want. And it's like this sense of security that you will have with this individual, that they'll make time for you. Okay, they will support you, your visions. They'll really want to get to know you, but they're also very, very flirtatious and very passionate. Okay, so you're not going to be missing out on any fun. So you can have a long, deep conversation with this person, but you can also get that physical connection that you may be yearning for as well. So this person, they're going to show up. They're going to show up and show out. It's what I'm getting with that. Okay, so that message is specifically for the singles. You have someone coming in who is very attentive to detail. They're going to pay attention to your signals. They're going to pay attention to your boundaries, and they will respect and deliver whatever it is that you desire. I feel this person, they may see you initially as a challenge, but it's a challenge that they accept. Okay. Let's see what else we got for you, collective. What do we have here for the collective? What do they need to know at this time? Here, clear the table. So let me go ahead and clear the table. Alrighty. Messages we have here for the collective. Alright, bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor reversed. That is Aries energy. We have here Justice reverse, Libra energy. Four of Wands reverse. King of Cups reverse. Sheesh. And the Queen of Pentacles. You may have been dealing with some type of disappointment. You know, if I could be honest. Some type of disappointment. You could have been dealing with someone very controlling, domineering with the Emperor reverse. Someone who abused their power, very manipulative, reckless, stubborn. Whatever this is, this injustice, because the Justice card is reversed and the Four of Wands is reversed and the King of Cups is reversed. It's like someone could be very cold towards you, unfair towards you, uncompromising. There's a lot of conflict, and there's a strain in the communication between you and this person because they're so like emotionally detached. This is what the King of Cups reversed is, emotionally manipulative. I feel that with the only card being in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles, it's the only card that's in the upright. I feel that you are going to kill him with kindness. Not in the way of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups didn't come out. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like the way you handle this person is almost like how a parent handles a child. You see what they're doing, and it's almost like you don't feel sorry for them, but you are just disappointed in them. So I don't think that you're angry. I don't see the Queen of Swords. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're just disappointed, and you are looking for this person to correct their behavior, correct their actions, to make something right. And I feel like you're handling them as if they're a child. Like you feel like they're a tyrant. The King of Pentacles, or the Emperor reverse, you feel like they're a tyrant. You feel like they are out of control. Like womanizer. We got the Emperor, that's all the kings, and then the King of Cups especially here reverse. Both reverse. So on an emotional level, they're very manipulative. So when they try this, I'm hearing pivot. Anytime they try to emotionally manipulate you, guilt trip you, make you feel bad for whatever, turn the tables on you, I feel like you handle them as if you would handle a child. If that's not what you've been doing, this is what your advice is, collective. You're dealing with someone who's behaving this way. The Queen of Pentacles is the way to counter all of this. At some point, you will begin to realize that this person is just like, it's almost like a child. Like they have some type of childhood traumas that they haven't healed from. And that is the reason they're behaving this way. This is a grown adult, but they're behaving this way because it's like they need the love of a mother. You provide that. I don't think that you are coddling this person, but I do feel that you're handling them in a way that you will handle your child. So it's like not tending to the tantrum, not reacting to the tantrum, but just, giving them that space to think about what it is that they're doing. So I feel that you're less reactive than you may normally be. When they show out, you kind of just back up, create distance. Again, you are literally handling this person as if you're their mother. And that is the only approach that is going to work, to be honest. Because this is someone who is hurting, but they're deflecting, they're lashing out, they're acting out because they feel misunderstood. They feel like no one hears them. So they're trying to gain attention, or they're becoming rebellious to get their way. But the problem is it does not work with you. So instead of you engaging and instead of you matching their energy, because if the Queen of Swords was here, it's like, oh, you giving them exactly what they're asking for. No, you giving them the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, creature comforts. You're used to behaviors like this. You are very mature, and you are knowledgeable. Like some of you may even study psychology. Like you are very, like you see it. You see what's going on with this person. You're like, oh, okay. You need a hug. You need space. You need to deal with that and get back to me when you are ready. So I feel like you are allowing this person to go through their turmoil, and you're not feeding it. You're just giving them that space to be able to realize what they're doing. Queen of Pentacles. Practical. Understanding. But also very disciplined. It takes a lot of discipline to not lash back at someone who's lashing out at you. It takes a lot of maturity, a lot of discipline to do that, to not get caught up in the web of attacks. You know what I'm saying? And they hit below the belt. You don't have to, put on your defense and get back, hit them where it hurts. Like, you're not feeding them what they're feeding you right now. You are letting them realize what they're doing by being silent, by being there without being there. So you haven't closed off this connection with this person, but you're definitely giving them the space that they need in order for them to reflect and realize what they are doing. Not only to this connection, but to themselves overall. That's the bigger picture. They're hurting, and they need to handle that hurt instead of pushing it out on other people. This person is going through a transition, and you will see a change in them, major change in them. But at this time, they have to experience this. And it may be disappointing for you, but I feel in all you will be, or you're being advised to be patient, to be understanding, because that is what's going to assist this person in changing their behavior. Combating with them, going back and forth with them, trying to force them to see your point or even matching their energy is not going to do it. You have to be the Queen of Pentacles. You have to be the bigger person. You have to. Because the bigger person is somewhere within them too. It's just they're not utilizing it right now with the Emperor being reversed. They have a lot of power and they're just throwing it all away right now. So you're being advised to be the calm, nurturing voice of reason. Give them the space and the distance that they need in order to correct their behavior. You don't have to tell them a thing. They already know what they're doing. Okay? It's almost just like holding up a mirror. Look at yourself. Look what you're doing. I ain't going to say a word. Look what you're doing to yourself. Once they get a chance to see themselves, their behavior, once they get a chance to reflect, they'll come correct. They'll give you what you deserve, which seems to be an apology maybe. Change behavior, baby steps. But right now, because they're in this domineering tyrant type of energy, nothing you say could help this person. The Queen of Pentacles, you see, she's quiet. Nothing you say can help this person. It's just as simple as you focusing in on you and ignoring the bad behavior. Ignore it. Don't indulge. Don't coddle. Don't respond. Don't react. Just let them realize what they're doing. Okay? And when they are ready, you'll be there. I love this message for you, collective. It seems very mature, very, I would say very grown. Queen of Pentacles is so grown. Like she's sexy too. Don't sleep on the Queen of Pentacles. She may not be the Queen of Wands out here, twerking or nothing, but the Queen of Pentacles, she'll twerk in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But handle her business outside clothes, outside doors or whatever. And I just feel like that is very, very necessary. This is someone, you're someone, collective, that you been there, done that. For a lack of better words, you've been there, done that. You have a lot of experience under your belt to be able to realize how to handle situations differently now. You've matured. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing for you. Here, get one more message. Let's get you a Hidden Realms. And then we'll close it out. Let's do that. Okay, one more message for the collectives. There we go. The true source of power came out in the upright. I love that. Number 18. Okay, number 18. This was where it's the 19th now officially, but the 18th just passed. So this could have been something that happened or something that is relevant to the 18th, the day that just passed. The 18th is my son's birthday, and I actually need to get up and get ready to celebrate with him today. Okay, so y'all know how that go, right? When you got baby birthday one day, you got to celebrate a couple days later, get get all the resources together. Well, that's what we doing. If you don't know, then hey, congrats. Okay, this says divine will, integrity, power versus force. I feel like we were just talking about that power versus force with that Queen of Pentacles energy, not having to force anything, but rather allowing things to be as it may be. Okay, so let's see what the message is for this particular card. Number 18. Happy birthday to my baby, Messiah. Happy birthday, baby. Alrighty, so it says, when true power is expressed, it is beautiful to experience. It's not an act of self-will, but a channeling of divine will where you are fully in service to a higher calling. It is a true surrender, a self-forgetting with access to the transformative power to make such an extraordinary change. There is a profound and simple prayer that illustrates this. Thy will be done through me. Relieve me of the bondage of self so I may better do thy will. I surrender my will to thine. Use me as thou wilt. Amen. It reminds us that we are all here because the universe needs to experience life through us. Trust in the invisible world and remember that your personal efforts or what you see in the material world are not the source of your supply. When you remember God or spirit or the conscious universe or whatever name you choose for divine intelligence is the source of your supply, you will see the synchronicities drawing forth abundance beyond your imagination. You're being invited to remember this sacred technology now. Surrender your wants, goals, and desires to a higher power and watch the miracles unfold. Keep walking and trust with all your heart. That just touched my heart. I'm a big softie, but that hit home for me. I hope this message helped you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.